kulanti wacan oo wanaagsan daawadayaal asxaabteena cusub asxaabta kasii horeysay bulshaweynta soomaaliyeed qaybaheeda kala duwan bahda youtubeleyda iyo social mediyaasha kale dhammaantii walaalayaal waxaan idinku salaamayaa salaanta islaamka assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu. daawadayaal waxaan idiin hayaa shirkii Jibuuti ee wadahadalada Soomaaliya iyo Somaliland oo si rasmi ah u furmay. shirkaasi waxaa furay madaxweynaha dalka Jibuuti mudane Ismaaciil Cumar Geelle. waxaa kaloo halkaasi hadallo ka soo jeediyey madaxweynaha dalka Soomaaliya Maxamed Cabdullaahi Farmaajo, madaxweynaha Somaliland mudane Muuse Biixi Cabdi, ra'iisul wasaaraha Itoobiya mudane Abiy Ahmed ayaa hadallo halkaasi ka soo jeediyey. hadalladooda ayaan idiin soo gudbinayaa insha Allah tacaala ku soo dhawaada daawasho wacan.
Excellencies, heads of states and government, distinguished guests, it gives me great pleasure to be here with you today to restart the discussions between two brotherly leaders, two Somali leaders. This is only the last of many such meetings you have had over the last 20 years, and we still have hope that you will be to have fruitful talks today. As we all know, a few days from now will mark the 60th anniversary of the end of colonial power in the Somali territories. After the struggles of the last 30 years, the time for a rebirth is now. Indeed, this new generation of young people are not burdened by the violence of the past, and I believe they are the best suited to build anew. What is in mind? I would like to remember that this is not for or about our generation. It's not even about our children's generation anymore, but about our grandchildren and the idea we want them to have of the Somali nation. You may be the ones in the room today, but they will be the ones who will live with the decisions you make for them. We know that not of all the problems will be solved here today, but we also have to remember that just being open to discussions and be willing to get the men and women you lead closer today is the ultimate goal. Putting aside the political side of things, we would like to see beneficial outcomes in terms of free trade, free movement of people and goods, as well as cooperation on all matters in order to provide opportunities to help your people prosper. Once you have established a blueprint for cooperation, you can start to build on those achievements and ultimately give it any form you like. Your Excellencies, there comes a time in every leader's life when the people in the room have to make the decisions that will serve most of their people and do the most good for the largest part of the population. That political courage is demanded of you today, and I believe that you are up to the task. This is not a zero-sum game where there is a winner and a loser. All we can ask is that you think beyond past and imagine what future is for your peoples. I would like to thank you for trusting us today and wish you a fruitful discussions. As Djiboutians, we also remain hopeful that our brotherly Somali peoples will find a way forward together and will always stand with you to help foster the best outcomes for everyone involved. Thank you.
It's a great pleasure for me and my delegation to be part of this historical summit here in Djibouti. let me take this opportunity to thank my older brother, His Excellency Ismail Margele, for the warm welcome and hospitality accorded to me and my delegation. It's an extraordinary honor for me and surely for all Somalis that we are here today to convene our historic talks on Somali's future here in Djibouti, following our last meeting in Addis Ababa with my brother Musa Bihi. The Somali government and its people also express true and sincere gratitude to the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, my brother, His Excellency Dr. Abiy Ahmed, who organized and arranged for me our first meeting with my brother Musa Bihi in Addis Ababa. We thank you, Dr. Abiy, for your support and commitment on resuming the talks between the two parties.
Though we may be separated by land and sea, nothing will diminish the important role you all play and will continue to play in your efforts to bring peace and stability to the African continent. The region is suffering from a combination of unprecedented challenges, which range from the COVID-19 to environmental and socio-economic issues. Regional cooperation and hegemony is urgently required to steward the vulnerable to more prosperous and stable future. Restarting of these mediation talks with international support is an important factor in securing a more sustainable future in the fulfillment of onerous and worthy duty of building a safe, secure, and stable relationship for the people, for Somaliland and Somalia.
Today, this important gathering of the leaders of the Horn of Africa gives me a good opportunity to reflect on the significance of peace, genuine reconciliation, mutual beneficial cooperation, and security. In fact, this is a family gathering more than anything else. I always say our countries are joined by one umbilical cord. We are blood brothers, and we must be proud of that. Dear brothers, the Horn of Africa has experienced prolonged periods of bad governance and failed leadership. We are too familiar with the destruction, displacement, and the decades of economic backwardness generated by senseless conflict. We need to change course and start a new era. We need to cultivate hope and build a better future for our people. As an integral part of the one family, the Somali people constitute one of the largest and most resilient people in the Horn of Africa. Somalis are largely energetic, dynamic, independent-minded, and entrepreneurial, also friendly.
daawadayaal kuwaasi waa madaxda geeska Afrika iyo khudbadahay ka soo jeediyeen kulankii dalka Jibuuti ee wadahadalada Soomaaliya iyo Somaliland. hadduu Ilaahay yiraahdo waxaan idin soo gudbin doonaa goor dhow khudbadahooda oo af Soomaali ah. haddaba saad ula socotay muuqaalada soo socda iyo kuwa kale fadlan channelkeena haddaad ku cusub tahay subscribe taabo gambaleelkana furo saad u hesho notification. tan iyo kulantideena dambe walaalayaal waxaan idin rajeynayaa nabad iyo nolol. Assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatuh.
In fact, this is a family gathering more than anything else. I always say our countries are joined by one umbilical cord. We are blood brothers, and we must be proud of that. Dear brothers, the Horn of Africa